Florida is one of the best roller coaster hotspots in the world, and we have the next 50 hours to visit some of their amazing theme parks, with the time starting now. We spent the first few hours of the day getting situated and eating dinner. For the first day, we have two options. The first one is to go straight into Universal and ride Velocicoaster, but the waits looked absurd, so after a few hours we went with option 2 and got into SeaWorld. We walked into SeaWorld and it was slammed, making it hard to get on anything, but I booked it for Pipeline since that had been one of my main reasons for this trip. After 30 minutes of waiting, we got on and this was my reaction.
I didn't really know what to expect for Pipeline. I've done some of the old B&M stand-up coasters and they kind of suck. But nothing has been done like this where there's a new gen stand-up coaster. There's no real way to describe the airtime. You pretty much just bounce out of your seat. It's not ejector or floater. There needs to be a new category of airtime for this coaster. It is that crazy.
After catching the waves on Pipeline, we trekked back to Mako only to find a 75-minute wait. That didn't discourage us though, as we went into the queue and we were pleasantly surprised by a 30-minute wait. That was until...
So the coaster just broke down.
One eternity later.
After Mako, I went to the only logical ride to hit next, Journey to Atlantis. To be fair, this was one of the rides that got me into roller coasters, but I waited an entire hour for this thing.
Journey to Atlantis is a throwback for me, and it's so fun. I mean, the effects aren't good as they were, but it's still a really fun ride, and you get pretty wet on the last few parts there.
Today was a great day, and we have a lot more to come on this 50-hour trip to Florida, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. For now, goodbye. We walked into SeaWorld at around 8:30 a.m. and were one of the first in the park, heading straight to Pipeline, only for it to be closed due to technical difficulties. Little did we know, yesterday was our only chance to ride it, and I'm happy we went to SeaWorld. We walked over to Manta and were able to get on in no time.
Hi, YouTube!
Mako was the next stop, and it had a slightly delayed opening, but we were able to get first train.
Oh yeah! 5 seconds! 3, 4, 5! Oh yeah! So I just got off Mako back for a ride, but I'm going again, so there's not much time to talk about it. Pretty much, it's running really well this morning. The airtime on the 5-second floater hill and all the other good hills, perfect. And yeah, this thing hauls even in the morning. Just a great coaster overall. The lake setting makes it so much more beautiful, and the paint job is just incredible. I don't know why I'm going on random things now, but maybe it's because we're at the top of the lift hill. We're going again. I will see you guys in 2 minutes. Oh, hey again. Back on Mako. So, as for the rest of the day, we are going to try to get on Icebreaker without the comfort colors. That opens in about 20 minutes. And then probably head off to Fun Spot, get on Mind Blower, RMC track. And then there's a small chance that we get to ride Iron Glossy tonight at Busch Gardens, Tampa.
From Mako, we trekked to Icebreaker for our first rides without comfort collars, and it was shocking.
Alright, last 3! Whoa! Up the beyond!
After my first ride, I wanted wanted to go again to solidify my great opinion of this coaster, and that's when this happened.
Não, e não tem os outros brinquedos, só tem esse.
There we go. There we go. All right, your ride is backed up. We are the next train.
After our icebreaker rides, the park started to fill up quite swiftly, so we headed out for our next stop of the day. Fun Spot Kissimmee is a quaint yet fun place, but their main draw is Mind Blower. Until recently, I had thought it was one of the worst coasters in the world due to the roughness, but just recently, RMC came in and put some 432 retrack on it, so we had to see if it was any better.
I don't think I'm prepared. Oh gosh, it's already rough. Oh no. Oh no, here we go. Please switch. Here we go. Mind blower. This ride has had a huge improvement with the RMC track. Although the one thing I will nitpick about it is that the transition between the old track and the RMC track, it's a little uncomfortable, but still a way better ride than it was.
After Mind Blower, we walked around the rest of the park and got lunch before hitting the road for Tampa, and our third different park of the day. Busch Gardens Tampa was just as busy as the rest of the parks, but that didn't stop us from getting on multiple rides. After Iron Gwazi, we walked around the park trying to get rides, but the waits were much worse than advertised on the app. However, we eventually got on a roll with rides. One of the main reasons I came to Busch Gardens was for Falcon's Fury, a crazy Intamin drop tower that I still haven't done. This is my 4th time at the park, and I've heard great news about the operating status of this ride so far this year. But then we saw the sun. We ate dinner at the Serengeti Overlook before catching a ride on Cheetah Hunt at sunset.
Right to the sunset. Oh, here we go, diving down. Stuck it. Let's go! Oh, that is so cool. Oh, the sunset. It's so nice. Here we go, dropping down.
Iron Gwazi was the final destination for the night, and the wait outside said 40, but we went anyways and got on in 20. When we got off Iron Gwazi, the time was 7:58 and we had 2 minutes to circle around for another ride, and we barely made it for second to last train, and it was incredible.
Let's go! Oh my gosh, that is such a good ride.
And with that, we have ended day 2. Today was a great day. We got very lucky at all of the parks we went to. And with that, I will see you guys tomorrow for the final day of this trip. We slept in since we already got our rides in yesterday, but we headed back to BGT for one last time. We started off the day with rides on both Cheetah Hunt and Cobra's Curse. We caught a ride on Montu since it was open and got to meet Sean and Charlotte from Theme Park Worldwide, and it was an awesome experience. During our time waiting in line for another ride on Cheetah Hunt, the nylon on one of the wheels fell off the train, leading to them having to transfer it off and put another train on, which was a cool sight to see. The train is such an amazing experience, and we got to see rhinos, zebras, and many more animals grazing in the Serengeti. After more rides on some of the best coasters in the park, we proceeded to do a mini marathon on Iron Gwazi with my friend Hunter, who is a BGT local, and we got 4 rides in total, but the time had come to hit the airport to go back to North Carolina.
I got the daily notification to do my German lessons in the line for Iron Gwazi, so I'm doing that right now. Duolingo.
While the sun had set on a 50-hour trip with many amazing moments, the experiences that happened will never be forgotten, and this was an amazing trip all around. Thank you for watching.